have watched so many videos and heard so many people on social media blaming some people who live in the United States for many years and do not have green card or citizenship. And it's not as easy sometimes as one outside of the United States or people who come in straight with green card to understand. But it can be a tough thing sometimes to get. And this Jamaican woman shares 19-year journey to become a US citizen. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, as immigration policies continue to be a significant focus on national disclosure, there is a concerted effort to clarify the realities of the immigrant experience and the often long, arduous journey to US citizenship. I myself, it took me 5 years to get my green card, and my sister was a citizen. She was fortunate to be sponsored from England as a nurse to the United States. She became a citizen and she sponsored me and the rest of my family. I was here 5 years before, but in those days it wasn't serious, very serious. You didn't need, this was before 9/11, you didn't need to, you just go and apply for a job, you get the job. You didn't need to show any proof or anything like that. Until after 9/11, everything changed when things tightened up. So I personally know what it is like. And when I hear some people, yes, I was fortunate to have somebody who was a citizen to file for me. But what about all the other people who are in the United States, don't, unless they get married, they don't have nobody to file for them, and that marriage thing is not as easy as one might think. So in recent years, a remarkable number of individuals have taken the plunge to secure their citizenship, in illustrating the grit and determination many possesses in their quest for a better life in America. And people have been doing it. The ones that can do it, the ones that get the opportunity to do it. And if people are law-abiding citizens, who knows? Time might not run out on them. But then again, you have some people here for 15, 20 years, and the older they get, the less likely it's going to be for them to get a green card, because they're close to retirement age, number one, and number two, it's harder to get someone to marry somebody who is like a senior citizen. So my advice to those people, if you're at that age where you're a senior citizen, it's best to make some plans in Jamaica where, according to what is going on now, because all those help that the government used to provide for people who do not have a green card, that seems as if it is cutting out. So if you're a senior citizen and you're not getting medical and you're not getting housing, it's best for you to think about retiring in Jamaica. One inspiring story comes from a woman who comes from Jamaica, specifically from the island. So she's focusing her experience and based on the fact that she is an islander. She said from she was a little child, her dream to become a US citizen was ignited, and now that same dream that you have resonates with her daughter, who is currently the same age she was when she first started to think about it. And this determination to create a better life for herself and her family led her to initiate the complex immigration process as soon as she turned 18. With hope in her heart, she went to the US Embassy looking to secure a visitor's visa. And I remember the first time I decided to get a visa to the United States. I had no idea that you have to go directly to the embassy. Somebody came right to my office. I was in my late teens. Came to my office and told me he knew somebody who you pay them $250. At that time, $250 was a lot. I believe it was in those days like it was one something for $1 in US. And I ran there, gave the person my $250, and that is it. I heard nothing more. And I just saw it and people are still scamming people about visas in Jamaica to this day. And that is like one of the struggle. Some people dream to come to the United States. They will do anything which they think they are within the law, like having somebody tell them they can get a visa for them. And then it so happened that they scammed them. But as life often goes, this woman's first attempt ended in disappointment when her visa application get denied. Funny thing, the first time that I went, I got the visitor's visa. I traveled to the United States and I liked what I saw. I went back to Jamaica and traveled a few more times and just decided that, well, I have family here and I was going to stay. The financial strain of the application process, according to her, was heavy, costing her hundreds of dollars that she couldn't get back. She not get it back, and them never give her the visa. And she felt devastated, but she never gave up. After some time with sheer determination, she finally got her visitor's visa, making the first victory in what would turn out to be a long and winding road ahead. With the visa in hand, the process became more complex. In 2005, she filed a petition with US Citizenship and Immigration Services, starting a journey that would change her life forever. This first step was to get an employment authorization card, which allowed her to work legally in the United States. She took this opportunity to gain experience in her field. Over the years, she learned how to navigate the confusing immigration system. And, she learned the rules and regulation while staying focused on her goals, which, again, some people come to the United States and they're not focused. They just don't want to know what the rules and the regulations of the United States are. Them just come with the Jamaican mentality of how relaxed the rules and regulations are there. And some people come and they don't have goals. Sometimes you wonder why they come anyway in the first place. Because America is a very goal-oriented country. If you don't have goals, if you don't set yourself goals, by the time you realize you have wasted time, it's too late. The road to citizenship was not easy, she said. It came with its fair share of challenges. Every phase brought new obligations requiring time, effort, and significant financial investment. Throughout the year, she faced the ups and downs of applying for temporary work permits, submitting her green card application, and ultimately striving for U.S. citizenship. This whole journey spanned nearly 2 decades, costing her about $20,000, which included attorney fees and other expenses, and kept piling up as she moved forward. And I can tell you, for me, all it cost was the visa application, because at the time my sister went, she got the form, she filled it out, she took it back, she paid the fee, and because it's sibling, I really didn't need a lawyer. It was very straightforward, so I didn't need a lawyer. So she just filled out, and so it didn't cost me all that money. But sometimes it depends on who your sponsor is. If it's a job, then you have to pay money, and it depends. But as I say, fortunately for me, and with siblings, it's taken 15 to 20 years. I was lucky, mine only took 5 years. And not only took 5 years, and I'm not saying this on here, I am telling the God's honest truth on here. My first job I got was working for a furniture manufacturer as a bookkeeper without a green card. And that was before 9/11. Things like those could happen. When I left there, I worked in an accounting department somewhere else. And then my third job, that's when I got my green card, working as a bookkeeper for somebody. So those were the good days. Those days are gone, and I don't think they will come back. Throughout this experience, the woman said her commitment to uplift her community never faltered. While working towards her citizenship, she also became a businesswoman. And her passion for entrepreneurship drove her to co-own a vibrant restaurant, a place where the community gather, and she opened a thrift boutique that provide jobs and resources to those in need. Managing both businesses, she employed over 13 people, embodying the spirit of hard work and contribution. That woman know what she came to America for. America is still, even with all the nonsense where Trump are going with, is still the land of opportunity. But you have to go out and get it. You have to work hard. If you're lazy and you don't want to work hard, America is not a place for you. Nowadays, people are going to have to come the hard way with a green card when them land at the airport, or it don't make no sense them come. But even those who will be coming into this country straight with a green card, if you can't work hard or you don't want to contribute to this society here, stay where you're there. And she said her ventures were not just about making money. They reflected her deep belief in the American dream and her desire to give back. She put in the work, often juggling multiple jobs to ensure her businesses thrive while also caring for her family. She pursued and completed a second degree in the US, showing her dedication to education and self-improvement. And I can speak on that because me personally, when I was in Jamaica, I used to work in an accounting department, but I did not have a degree. I come to the United States and I pursued my degree. I went to school, I got an accounting degree, and I continued studying and got myself a degree in finance. This is how, if you come to America and you don't want to grasp the American dream, America is not for you. Because you can still stay at Jamaica and work your way up and have a good life. And you work less. You don't work as hard. That's how I see it. But if you just come and say, okay, me work in the few dollars and me pay me bills and stuff like that, there's always bills in America to pay. America is a country. You can make the money, but you have a lot of bills. So you have to work hard to live the American dream. In 2024, after years of hard work, she achieved her dream of becoming a US citizen just last year, standing proudly in her flourishing business. She could finally see the fruits of her labor, but her story is not just about her personal success. It serves as a powerful reminder of how immigrants help shape America. And without immigrants, America is nothing. Because even Donald Trump's grandparents were immigrants. But people tend to forget. If you're a white immigrant, you're okay, you're American. But if you're a black immigrant, then it's a different story. And this is why we always have to work hard to outshine. And I hope that these people who are here now see what is going on. Because sometimes it's not too old to go to school. It's not too old to learn. It's not a person is not too old to follow your dreams and shape your life. You know, as this woman said, she could finally see the fruits of her labor. But her story is not just about the personal success. It serves as a powerful reminder of how immigrants help shape America. And me have to repeat this again. And according to her, and you see, I dropped my little thing in the story, which I hope that by sharing her journey and the little bit that I put in about myself, others will come to recognize the importance of immigrants and the understanding that they are not just trying to live off the system. And the funny thing is, I don't know any Jamaican who live off the system. Jamaicans are too proud. It no matter what they do. Some of them would get more money if they live off of the system. But one thing I can tell you, Jamaicans are proud people. Except the little handful of bad boy them where I try to figure a bad name. But most people who come to America don't, even if they don't work that hard, the system to them is like a disgrace. Instead, they are hardworking individuals contributing to the economy and culture, creating dreams and align with the ideas of the nation of the United States. This woman experiences and my experiences challenge the negative stereotype often found in society, highlighting that many immigrants are committed to building better futures. In the ongoing discussions about immigration, stories like hers and even mine spotlight the resilience and courage that characterize the immigrant experience. One can only hope that through such narrative, people will gain greater understanding and appreciation for the diverse backgrounds and journey that immigrants bring to this United States, ultimately enriching the community as a whole. Guys, thank you for watching. Kindly make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos like these, and I will see you back on my next YouTube video.